What up, guys? You're welcome to another new trading week. So today is Monday and time is currently 8 a.m. So I'm actually preparing to go for a run now, and before I leave, this is what we'll have on the charts. So guys, this is the go chart. We're actually looking out for this level for price to come back to this particular zone since last week. So I was actually waiting for price. Look at what price did there. We didn't even get to that zone. This was where it stopped last week. Opening this morning, it just started moving up. So this was where I had my entry. So we missed the entry. We couldn't get that trigger to actually open our position. So we start on this trade. I shared this trade as well with my Telegram community. I think before the Asian session this morning, this is where I shared the trade. I posted this last week. I was like, this is where I'm looking out for good. This is where I'm actually looking out for. Look at that. This was actually the level I wanted price to pull back, but look at where price already stopped that last week. So opening this Monday, look at what price did. This was where I caught price. So I shared this trade around 0043, so that's like around 12 a.m. before Asian session. So this was the trade I shared. So you can see where I wanted price to tap. So I thought this was market creating inducement. This was market creating engineering liquidity before it will come back and trigger our order and start running up. But this is what we got instead. Get started pushing up from there. You can see I did not catch this trade. This was me this morning looking at why I actually missed this good trade that I waited over the week for. Honestly, I don't know, it doesn't just feel good for me, but it is what it is. All right, so we'll just look and wait for another opportunity. I'm already late for this run, so I'm going to try and catch up so I can be there on time. I'll see you guys later. If there's any updates, I'm definitely gonna update it here for you guys. So
I'm tryna put you in the worst mood. P1 cleaner than your church shoes. Millie point two just to hurt you. All red lamb just to tease you.
Today is Tuesday and time is currently 3:18. This is the New York sessions. I got a setup on good and right now I'm in the trade. It was kinda aggressive though. I just quickly entered. So let me show you guys. I want to set price from this breaker block here to the downside, but I don't know, this setup, the way the momentum is, I don't know, it's really not giving me what I want. This might actually end up in a loss, I don't know, but let me see how it goes. I've already updated them on my Telegram. I share all the trades there. Where's Telegram? I've updated them already on Telegram. You can see that. All right, good sell, manage your risk. So let's see how the setup goes. All right, I'll update you guys. Okay, guys, so this trade is close to my SL now. You can see just few pips to stop loss. But here's what I think. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, you're going to see that we have this imbalance here. You can see that imbalance. The market came to take out 50% of the imbalance. Okay, guys, so right now our trade is in profit. I actually got a confirmation entry, but I didn't. I was tempted to add another position, but I said no, because it has happened before. So the re-entry was pretty much at the same entry as the initial one. So I didn't bother adding. Instead, I just used it as confirmation. So if that should play out, that means our trade, we are going to run few pips down. Let me show you guys. This is it right here. You can see this was where I previously showed you guys that it was close to our stop loss. So this was the re-entry that I was telling you guys. Yeah, you can see how price come to tap it, sniped it, and now we're dropping. I don't know, but let's see how this goes, man. Let's see how much we're running in P. Currently 150, about $150, 140. Okay, let's see. Our target is 753. That's what we'll be making when it hits our target. That's 3 RR. That's 3%. So we should be good with this if it goes well. Hello, what up guys? So this is Thursday morning and time is currently 12:53 a.m. and this is what I have on the chart. So yesterday being Wednesday, this was where price started. This was Asian session, London and New York. So I didn't take any trade yesterday. So the reason I didn't record any video. On Tuesday, this was a set trade I recorded for you guys. I was actually running in profit, so I couldn't record later when it kind of reversed, but I still had it in mind that I was going to add it to the video. So we actually got stopped out of this trade, so we took a loss on this trade. So far last week we lost one trade and one was break even. That was -1 RR. So this week so far, this was Tuesday, so we lost this one. That's another -1 RR. Yesterday being Wednesday, we did not trade. Then this is Thursday. It has not even started. It's not Asian session yet, but it's already getting crazy. Now look at what happened here. Let me clean all this stuff and show you guys something. So this is what I was looking at. So we made this low here, then market went up to break this high here. So after we broke this high, we made a new high. The market started shifting structure to the downside. That's a change of character to push back price to discount levels. And look at when we got here, we started having these shifts. Look at market swept liquidity here. So the moment we swept liquidity, so it's just remaining for us to break this high, then we can finally confirm a proper shift. But look at, I started buying from here. So I was like, this is going to break above here because we started shifting here already. So this low would have broken past this low. So but we did not. Instead we made a higher low, then we went up to break that high that created it. Right now all we need is a pullback, then another move that will break this particular high here. You get it? This was how I got my first trade for today, and my stop loss was here. So and my target was just this high for 1:3. Then before this, I already had another one here again. Look at, this was where I wanted to buy, right? So I had one. If you go to 1 minute time frame, you're going to see that this is inducement. So I had a one position here as well with stop loss just below this and targeting. Now these two positions got triggered. I was risking 1% here, 1% here, which actually was not very proper because of risk management. Risking 2% on one trade was never what I said I would do here. Well, it just came up, and here we are. This is what we are getting now. They triggered, and after it triggered, you see market started pushing up. So I was like, okay, this is going to make sense. So because it was in profit, I did not bother closing our one. But look at what market did. And again, because it's Tuesday night / Thursday, the swap fees are always crazy. Guess what? I was almost charged $120. I'm going to show you guys. Honestly, this is crazy. Now after price went up, you can see this slow movement. We're struggling to even break this high. Price came back, swept this low. I was like, okay, this is a very good setup. If you swept this low, maybe we use this one as liquidity so we can buy properly. This was where I even got the setup. My stop loss was below this low, and I was still targeting the same. I was like, this was the one I posted to my Telegram channel. But before I posted this, I was already on these two trades. So I was already on them. But this is where the stop loss is supposed to be. The crazy thing is that I wanted to put this stop loss here, but I don't know. This is one thing about trading. The emotions not following your plan. Imagine me saying I'm going to follow my plan this time. That was the main reason I started documenting this back to back on Instagram, TikTok, and my Telegram. But look at what I'm doing now. Honestly, I do not have anybody to blame for this. But price later came back. Now the people on Telegram now that took this trade now will still be in this trade because it is not even close to stop loss yet. But look at these first two positions that I had. This pullback actually swept it. You see, we actually hit stop loss on these two trades now, which means I've lost 2%. With the crazy swap fee that is almost 0.5, it's more than 0.5%, about $100 or so. That's even crazier. So this is it. So this is I think the first loss that we took last week, and this was the break even that we had. Now these two losses, this was the sell yesterday, lost about $200. I didn't know that. I think that was from loss size wrong calculation. It was supposed to be 250. So this is what I'm saying. Look at it. Today is Thursday. Time of recording is 4:46 p.m. This is what I currently have on the chart. So I have this trade today. This was a New York session, but price didn't tap. Imagine if price tapped. I would have recorded covered a whole lot of loss. But this was the trade. The order didn't get tapped. Alright, see, the order is still there. This is where I set it. So we didn't get tapped, but I was kind of a little bit scared of this trade. Because should I even say scared? I was scared. Yeah, I was scared because I just had like $180 left to like breach the daily drawdown. So I was a little bit scared of price, triggering price than maybe running in a little bit of drawdown before dropping. So I might actually get stopped out before it starts dropping. But that's that for this particular one. Yesterday I made a mistake that ruined everything. My account currently is in about 6% drawdown. This is what my dashboard on Fundedness looks like, and you can see 6.11% drawdown. I don't even know how we got to this. Last week we only lost one trade, so last week we were down -1%. So this means that in this week alone we've lost 5.11%, and that is the craziest part. And this 5.11% was lost yesterday, like not the entirely 5.11%, but 4% was lost yesterday. This was where I was buying. I think I bought the first one here. I bought the second one. One was my mistake. I had two positions. I don't even know how to like explain this, but I know what happened yesterday was entirely my mistake. It wasn't during any session. Look at between this close of New York session yesterday and Asian session, start of Asian session today, I was trading in between this level. You can see how price was ranging. I got stopped at twice. I bought here and I bought here as well. You can see price has to take everything out, and the most painful part is that after I was taking out, price collected all the stop losses down to this level, because if I had put my stop loss at this low, I wouldn't still be like safe, except maybe I shifted it a little bit up. And look at what price it went all the way to my TP, smashed it and started dropping. Look at here, even this morning, this was what I was seeing. This was when price broke proper structure, and I was like, okay, this is a nice level of POI with this liquidity above it, so this should like count. It as well didn't like trigger. You can see that till it went to smash TP. So it's kind of painful losing. I think yesterday I lost after losing the two trades, the two positions I had here. I kind of entered another position again with another 2%. I would call that revenge trading, but I was still thinking this trade is valid because I had it like it's something that aligns with my system and everything. So I was still confident that price would go up, which it did. You can see the buyers was still right, but I missed it. I was stopped out before the move actually happened, like twice. 2%. That was how I ended up losing 4% just this morning. Like today is Thursday. It's not even end of Thursday yet. I lost 4% just today. With the 1% last week, 1% was just today, Thursday. I think on Wednesday we lost one from the good sales. Alright, from that sales we took here. I showed you guys from these sales. It's crazy. This is what my P&L is looking. I don't know if I'll get any trade again for this week, but this is what we'll have. Look at that. The losses are just crazy. Not a single win. This is my current balance, 23,581. Let's say this is a rebalance. Let's say 23,500. So I'm left with less than $1,000 to blow these accounts. So that's it so far. I don't know if I would trade again like this week. Right now I'm even feeling not like I beg give this thing some time, but I don't know. I've taken breaks. When I was having those losses during May, June, July time, there was a time I didn't like, and when I went for NYC, I used that time to like just get, I don't know, how should I put it now? I just use that time to like take break with all this trading stuff. And starting the year, it was actually good. Like I don't know what changed. I don't know, honestly. This is when I just remember, I was just like, what happened? Is it that those starting this year, did I have a different energy? Was there something I was doing differently? Because talking about discipline, and I'm even more disciplined now than starting the year, but I still make good amount of money. I still like did stuff, but this time, honestly, I don't know. I've lost so much money. I can't even. If I should calculate how much I've spent on challenges so far, it should be close to $2,000. Honestly, close to $2,000, if not more than. And that's a lot of money, honestly, on buying challenges that and it's kind of, it's kind of looking like what I passed through last year. Last year was just horrible. That one, just that I spent less amount, although then I was still like, last year was close to $1,000. I think 800, or that was what I spent on challenges. And it was even that last year I started profiting properly. I didn't get a single payout till this year beginning. In this year, in just the first 3 months, I made everything back. I made like 4 times the money I spent last year buying challenges. Well, it's just like I've entered that phase again that I was in last year. All right, that phase of losing money back to back. There's some challenges I've gotten to phase 2, some to funded stage, no payout, some phase 1. Most of them are phase 1, and it will just go that way. But this is the highest I've lost, like highest I've spent on pro firms, on buying challenges, and not even a single payout from one. It's really crazy, honestly. It's crazy having to, face these losses. Like coming back again after losing account, then I will still purchase again, buy another one, and start trying trade them. I don't know, honestly. It is what it is. Tomorrow is Friday. I don't know. I might stop this video here. But if I get a trade, if there's a nice setup tomorrow, I'm going to take it. Alright? Yeah, the worst that could happen is me losing the accounts. That's always what has happened, nothing more. Or maybe it's really running me down on cash, but that's the worst that could happen, losing money. That's it. But we'll keep trying now, because I know those winning months are definitely going to kick in. But if I stop, there's no way I would know when they come. So I have to stay consistent and see, just to stay long enough to witness when the winning months or winning streak kicks in again. So that will be all for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and if there's nothing tomorrow, I'll probably end the video here and send. What up, guys? Good morning. So today is Friday, and I couldn't go for run today because, as you can see, I'm going for NYSC clearance. So yeah, I'm still I don't know if I meet up. If I come back on time, then I'll go do it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I don't know if I don't meet up, well, I need to keep that straight. Today is day 9, so I need to get that shit done. But anyway, I'm already late, so I'll catch up with you guys later. As for the charts, there's nothing. All right, there's nothing. I'm not seeing anything, and I don't want to frustrate. All right, it's already weekend, and yeah, I might as well just leave it for next week. So guys, I just finished my clearance, so I'll be heading back home now. Let's see what we can do today. I just got back. I'm done with my clearance, so this is what we have on the chart. Something crazy happened. I'm just checking my chart, and this was the trade yesterday. This trade yesterday that I entered. I didn't know I still left the order open because it triggered, and we managed to close in about let me check the history, in about $100. So I quickly closed it because I was supposed to cancel the order, but I didn't know I left it open. You see, these are my mistakes that actually make me lose money sometimes. But currently, I just saw this setup. So we're currently on this setup now on good. I just marked it out. I didn't even know it was going to trigger. It was when I saw price dropping, I quickly came to set the order. But this is the trade right now. This is the trade, and we are currently over $270 in profit. Let's see how it goes. All right, last trade for Friday. I didn't even believe I'll be getting a trade today, but let's see how it goes. I closed this one in $100 profit. It's not even up to 1 arrow, but it ran almost 1 arrow. I didn't know. I was thinking, being very skeptical. It was when it started reversing, I quickly closed. Well, thank God I still closed it in profit. At least that should cover for that swap fee, that $100 swap fee. Yeah, that should actually count. Well, let's see how this goes. All right, I'm heavily rooting for this trade. I just pray it goes well. Take out this high, honestly. All right, guys, I want to set break even now. I want to set break even on this trade and as well set the TP. The TP is 38795.47. So we've set TP and break even now. Moved surplus to entry. Let's see how it goes. So I've already set this trade at break even, so it's currently running risk free. Let's go to 5-minute time frame and check. So this is my target here, 3895.33. So this is how this trade is going currently. Let me save this. Let me save it. Then this is our P&L. Let's check our MC5. 368. So we're currently up $600. That's almost hitting this. We're going to make about just 3.5 RR plus, and that should be good for this week. At least we'll like recover some of the losses we made this week. This week alone we lost 5%, so it should actually make up.